The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the Western Fair Sports Center. It's Strathroy Rockets hockey here from London as the Rockets visit the London Nationals, I should say. We're on the road for the first time this season. I'm Noah Smith, joined by Eldon Dunseith once again here on the call as the Rockets look to get back into their winning ways. Eldon, find their way back into the win column, and they'll have to do so against the top team in the Western Conference.
It's exciting to be out on the road for the first time. And actually, the only win of the season so far was an away game down in LaSalle. So, looking forward to a competitive game here tonight in hopes that the Rockets cannot turn Saturday's loss to Leamington into a streak.
So the Rockets coming off, as you mentioned there, the loss Saturday at the West Middlesex Memorial Center against the Leamington Flyers, where it looked like they came out playing a good brand of hockey, and then the Leamington Flyers really took it to them. They were hard on the forecheck, on the penalty kill, and that continued throughout the course of the game. And I think, in discussing with you, it really caught the Rockets by surprise in that game.
The aggressive penalty kill, it is, to be honest, one of the more aggressive penalty kills I think I've seen, in a couple of years of doing these broadcasts now. And you're right, the Rockets had no answer for it at all, had very few chances, led to a lot of turnovers. And of the 4 Leamington goals, 3 of them were directly a result of Rocket turnovers.
So the Rockets will look to try and get back into the win column tonight against a tough London Nationals club who is off to a 3-0 start this season. And although we don't know a lot about these clubs, we don't get to see a lot of these clubs. It's been 18 months since we've had hockey. We do know that the London Nationals are back with a strong team, and they've been putting up points in their first 3 games. Their leading goal scorer has 8 points already in Jeff Brearage.
Yeah, team captain Jeff Burridge, we were discussing him before we went on air. The team captain does lead them in scoring, and they're always going to be a strong team. They're a perennial powerhouse in the Western Conference of the GOJHL. New head coach, putting his stamp on the team, and expectations are high here.
So a couple scratches to go through in the lineups tonight, both for Strathroy and for the London Nationals. We'll start with the visiting Strathroy Rockets. The scratches tonight, Cole Smith, Jacob Cucci out of the lineup tonight, as well as Jonathan Kilby and Nigel Piercy up on forward for Strathroy tonight. Getting into the game will be junior night U18 Matthew Sturgeon. He'll be wearing number 20 tonight for Strathroy.
Yeah, I saw him in the warm-up, and highly visible by the fact he didn't have a name on the back of the jersey, so we knew something was up.
Rockets will be starting Gordy O'Dwyer in net tonight, and Gordy O'Dwyer was good in the preseason for Strathroy. He was good on the road for Strathroy, getting them their win in LaSalle a week ago today, and they're going to rely on him tonight to beat these London Nationals just like he did in the preseason, stopping a lot of shots. These Nationals are going to fire a lot of shots on goal.
Well, a week ago tonight in LaSalle, he made 40 saves on 42 shots in the 3-2 shootout win for the Rockets, and they'll be looking for a performance akin to that one here tonight.
The London Nationals, a couple scratches for them as well as Josh Curtin and Josh Cornfield scratch from the lineup. Their starting goaltender will be Owen Flores, and Owen getting the start tonight. Big 6'2" goaltender for the Nationals.
Doesn't seem to be many smaller goaltenders anymore. It's been a long-standing thing. Bigger kids playing goal, taking up a lot of net, and this is going to be a good matchup, I think, here tonight between these two tenders.
So a big Western Conference matchup tonight here at the Western Fair as the Rockets and Nationals get set to do battle. It is a good crowd here in London tonight to take in this game. We're in a media-only section here on the far side of the ice and have a pretty good view of things as we'll get set to get underway. An exciting matchup, and really for the Rockets to try and get back into this season. You're only 1-2 to start the year. It hasn't been a terrible start, but I think you want to try and get on the scoreboard tonight regardless of the outcome and show that you can score some goals, because you're having your leading point getter at 2 points through 3 games. You don't want that to continue throughout the season.
Well, not counting the shootout winner by Matthew Pimentel a week ago, they've gone 1 goal, 2 goals, 1 goal in their first 3 games. That's not going to be enough in the Western Conference to win games.
So the Rockets will have to get on the board. They'll have to do it as many times as they possibly can, and they'll have to do it against the tough London Nationals team. They're coming off a win 5-0 in St. Mary's on Friday night, and you know St. Mary's is going to have a good club as well this year, so a big 5-0 statement win. A week ago today, we talked about how the Rockets had a big win on the road in LaSalle. A week ago today, the London Nationals hosted the Camoka Kings. They got down early, and then they came back in the third period to tie that game, then to win it in overtime. A big win in their home opener, just to show that the Nationals are still the London Nationals.
They are multi-time Western Conference champions over the last several years, and it's become an expectation with this club that they will do well and always challenge for the Western Conference title.
So we'll take it down now to ice level as we get set for the national anthems here in London, as the Rockets and the Nationals get set to do battle, with puck drop soon to follow. So the anthem's complete here in London and just about ready for puck drop here on this Wednesday night midweek action from the Western Fair as the London Nationals get set to host the Strathroy Rockets. Good evening, I'm Noah Smith. Eldon Dunseith joins me up here on the concourse at the Western Fair as we get set for this contest. And the Rockets, as we've mentioned so many times already here in the pregame show, will look to get back into the win column after a tough loss on home ice Saturday night.
Yeah, I'd like to get back going in a positive direction, and they'll do so for the first time this season, playing on the large ice surface, the Olympic-size ice here on the A-pad at the Western Fair Sports Center.
And it makes that much of a difference. The Rockets playing on a smaller than NHL-sized ice at home at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, and then you come here to the Western Fair, you've probably got another 25 feet of room altogether on the width of the ice, ready for puck drop, and we're underway here as the Nationals take control inside their own zone. Back on defense here, and now tipped up forward into the Strathroy zone. Bouncing puck, going to bounce right out front. Was going to be almost a chance for the Nats as now the Rockets can't clear. Into the corner, trying to go after the puck. It comes out to the slot. Torrey Albert just slipped away from him, and now coming up the ice here on the far right side into the corner, trying to chase that one down, picking up control. A good draw pass, and as that one's dropped down low. Inside the Nationals zone, just trying to pin that one against the wall as Riley Wood tried to keep it in. It's chipped out, gets out to the neutral zone, and it's going to be picked up here by Ty Johnson. Johnson's pass onto the stick of Spezial. Spezial tried to chip that one back, and now he gets it in the corner. Spezial to the net shot. That one off the side of the goal. Now Riley Wood has the puck down low, has it knocked away from him, up to the point, kept in. Spezial back down low, pass out front, looking for a chance. That one stopped. Rebound, another chance, and it's picked up and covered up there. A couple nice saves by Flores.
Yeah, that last glove save, Wood picking up the rebound and firing it right into the glove of Flores. But two big stops for him early in the game, only 58 seconds in, and the first two good scoring chances go to Strathroy.
Rockets were moving the puck really well down low there, and it resulted in their best scoring chance of the game really early on here. Nationals taking control, and now it's Burridge on the right side, coming in, looking for a pass, centers it. Good chance out front, and the Rockets knock it away. Now up to the point. Shot to the net, tipped, and a nice save by O'Dwyer to keep it in front. Now up to the point again. Shot from distance, blockered away by O'Dwyer. Picking that one up, Ballas. Ballas going to make a move to get past. Now he's in on the right side. Ballas, pass into the middle. Can't hold on to it. The spin pass was just out of reach. Nationals trying to pick it up here. They do. Up to center ice, coming in on the left side. With speed. Chard looking for it. Pass was off the skates as he tried to center that one. Burridge leaves it back down low for Chard again. Has it on his forehand behind the Strathroy net. Looking for a centering pass. That one's going to go off a Rocket stick. Up to Ballas. He'll come up on the left side, dumping in at center ice, and the Rockets will get a change.
Good defensive shift there by the Rockets. Nothing in close.
From his own end, picking this one up and carrying it is Holmes as he's just going to get to the line and dump it in. 2 minutes already gone here as now Sturgeon tried to play that. He's the call-up in the lineup tonight for Strathroy. Now the Rockets trying to clear off the stick there. Couldn't get it up the center ice. Habib has it, circling back down in his own zone off the circle. Over to Sturgeon. Now Sturgeon up to center and a long dump in behind the net of the London Nationals. There to try and chase that one down. It's just going to be held on to. Spun around the boards, trying to clear, kept in at the line. Habib was able to keep that one in a line. Dundas looking for a pass out front, still held on to behind the net. Chip pass knocked away, and now the Nationals have it at their own blue line, carrying it up through center. Good move to work past the defender, but just out of his reach here is now Julian. Will try to center it. Bunker right there as well for the Nationals. Sturgeon throws the hit. Nationals maintaining control, looking for a centering pass chance there. Now that one bounces back up to the point. Walking the line here, looking for a shot. That one tipped, went wide of the goal. Habib clears it up. Rockets get it to center as Dundas had that one bounce off his skates, and now it's just going to be picked up and dumped in by Hewitt. Another line change here as this pace continues. 2:15 into the game. From their own zone, here come the Nats up on the right side. Good move to get past. Vanderzalm looking for it, looking for a pass. That one slips off his forehand, still maintains control of the pass up to the point. No one was there. It's going to be taken back into the Nationals zone. Pass out front of their own goal. Now the long lead pass is going to go all the way down the ice, and an icing call here against the Nationals with 16:24 remaining in the first.
Yeah, the call-up Matthew Sturgeon being paired at least early in the game with Jacob Habib. I think that's a pretty good match for him. And Habib actually making a really nice play on Julian on the far side after the wraparound opportunity to knock the puck away from what probably would have been a tap-in goal.
Face-off one back by Strathroy. Kindry, and now shot thrown on that one. Missing wide, is going to rim around the boards and all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Ty Johnson with it. We'll have to give it back to Owen Kindry. Now Kindry will look for an option. Gets it up to the Rockets' blue line. Now Ty Johnson gets the pass, carries it in, but the Rockets are offside at the London line.
And there's more evidence of the wider ice surface when the shot went wide of the net and rimmed around the boards. At home, Ty Johnson's able to cut that puck off before it leaves the zone, but he's got another 10 or 12 feet to get to the boards and just no chance of keeping it in.
Face-off in the neutral zone, just in front of the London line. It's won back by the Nationals. Holmes had that one fanned on it. Able to get it up to center. Knocked away by the Rockets, and now the Nationals carry it into the offensive zone. On the left side here. Into the corner. Harbor back behind the net. It's Michael Elliston. Elliston looking for a pass. That one off the skates. Back behind the Strathroy net. Corey Alba on his forehand up to the point. Looking for options. Long shot thrown on. That one wide of the goal. It's going to come all the way over to the wall. Hopes knocked off his stick. Faulkner just going to throw the body, picked up by Spezial. Now Spezial will look to clear. Gets it up, and now Riley Wood will chase it down on the right side. Icing waved off as Riley Wood has it in the corner and just out of his reach. Nationals will clear back out to center as some cheers there as a big hit thrown. Spezial at center for Strathroy. Faulkner tried to find Wood, was out of his reach. Spezial now back in Blake Hall looking for an option. That one into the skates of the Nationals here. Rockets and Riley Wood's going to look for a change here as now the Nats look to come up ice. Elliston at center, knocked back to Torriello. Torriello, good pass over to the left side, bouncing off the stick of Harvard. Now he has it back behind the net, trying to find a centering pass, came over to the half wall. Ryan Marshall now inside the Strathroy zone. His clearing attempt goes nowhere, up to the blue line, can be dumped in, but off a stick and out of play.
You called the name Michael Elliston for the London Nationals. The London Junior Knights alum, played several games for the Rockets last year. I was a big fan of his hustle. He's got good speed, and I'm sure we'll see more evidence of that tonight for the Nationals.
Was a call-up when he was with the Junior Knights for Strathroy 2 seasons ago, and now playing with the London Nationals. Here's Carson Perry carrying it up on the right side. Perry goes into the offensive corner here. Looking for a pass out front. That one was off the back of the net. Still maintaining control of it. Perry went down low to get it, but it's going to be rimmed around the boards once again and get back out to the neutral zone for Blake Hall. Ballas goes back to Hall. Hall a long lead pass, and the Rockets will dump it in and go give chase here. Flores out of his net to play it. He's going to reverse, go back in. Pimentel now over there. Can't keep it inside the line. No, they do. Looking for a shot on that one. Almost tipped on, but it's going to be covered up right into the logo there of Flores.
Long shot there. Speaking of shots, the shots are only 3-1. We are 6:05 into the first period. Strathroy with 3 shots to 1 for the Nationals. If they can keep them to an average of 1 shot every 6 minutes, that's a good way to keep the scoring down.
Face off inside the Nats zone, was won back by the Nats and then sent down the ice as it was waved off. No icing there. Turnover, looking for a chance in the slot, thrown towards the net. That one missed. Now the Rockets looking to take control, but the pass out of the reach of Dundas, and it'll go for an icing call here. 13:36 remaining in the opening period. No score.
I think it's going to take the Rockets defense a little bit of time. That's another case. Ty Johnson couldn't get to the wall. I think he's going to have to maybe figure it out to start a little wider to keep that puck in and prevent needing to ice the puck.
Tied up off the face-off there. Now Noah Nelson cleared up, and it will get out, and now Dundas tried to chase down that bouncing puck. Puck bouncing a lot here at the Western Fair so far tonight. As the Nats clear out of the neutral zone. Ty Johnson looking for an option, looking for a pass. He's just going to try to skate it in himself, knocks it in on the backhand, and now the Rockets will come in on the attack. Dundas has it bounce over his sticks, going to get past Everon and all the way back into the Strathroy zone. Sent down the ice, tipped on it, no icing here, and the Rockets will get 4 sets of fresh legs onto the ice here as the Nats in their own zone will look to work the puck up. Pass out of the reach and down the ice and waved off on the icing, so the Rockets will have to pick it up here. Tabib around the boards. Gallant looking for a pass. Gallant had that one just out of his reach. Tabib with it again. Hogarth down low as well. Now the Nats on the forecheck are going to pick it up with speed. Vander Zalm up to the point for Holmes. Holmes walking the line. Shot off a stick and into the netting over top of the net, out of play.
It would seem that the linesmen in tonight's game have late dinner plans. That's an icing waved off in both directions that I was kind of surprised by. But I guess if it keeps the game moving and nobody's complaining, works for us.
Nationals getting the last change in here and bringing out some fresh legs with the offensive zone face-off. Power on the draw, one back, and now Burridge just tried to throw it towards the net, didn't make it through the mass of skates. Habib up to the blue line. This one does get out to center. Kane Johnson tried to knock it in, but it was The Nationals taking control here. Burridge on his forehand. Got time, just going to float that one into the corner. Chard giving chase, and now he's going to be rubbed out into the wall. Habib coming in to try and knock it away. It comes up to the point here. Looking for options. This shot towards the net. Redirected. Burridge just poked off his stick, and it's going to be out to the center ice line. Dumped in on the backhand by Holmes. Sturgeon behind the net. Up to the point. Kept alive here. Nationals still in control. Back to Power in the corner. Power trying to get that one away from Sturgeon. Now Sturgeon will have to go get it back behind the net. No, it's Habib. Habib up to Kane Johnson. Johnson hit by Holmes. Kept inside the Nats zone. Now the Nats have an offensive zone into the corner. Dodging a sliding body. Shot thrown towards the net there. That one hit off the side of the goal. Pass up to the point. Looking for options. It's Power. Power. Opposite side. Good chance. Scores! It's Logan Pace-Roth with the opening goal here of this game to give the Nats a 1-0 lead, and what a shot.
Tic-tac goal coming out of the near side corner to the point. Cross ice to Pace-Roth, and he went bar down on O'Dwyer, who did his best to get across, and that line is going to be a handful tonight. Jeff Burridge, Zach Power, Lucas Chard are the top three scorers for the Nationals. Makes sense, they all play on the same line, and the Rockets are going to have to keep it tight when they're on the ice.
So the Nats with the opening goal here. Just shy of 9 minutes into this contest. It was Pace-Roth with the snipe top shelf over O'Dwyer on just the Nationals' second official shot of the game. Now the pass just out of the reach of Spezial, down and for an icing call against Strathroy.
Yeah, Pace-Roth, one of the defensemen that was out there at the time. Actually, that's his second goal already in 3 and a bit games. Talked about Burridge having 8 points, all assists so far this year, playing on a line with Zach Power, who has 5 goals in 2 games.
You can get the sense early of who's going to be the setup guy on that line, and it is the captain. Laszlo looking for a shot towards the Rockets net, and there was a chance for Harbour out front, but now Elliston will pick it up on the wall. That's looking like they're on a power play here as they set up inside the Strathroy zone, but now the pass is picked off and brought up ice on the right side. Faulkner had that one knocked away from him. The Nationals were turned back up ice with 2 Rockets deep in the Nats end. Chance here with some numbers. Harbour, pass out front, shot to net, scores! Tori Elba, and it's 2-0 Nats.
Well, the shots have gone from 3-1 to 3-3, and the last 2 shots by the Nationals have both found twine. Nice pass by Harbour out in between the circles, and Tori Alba really leaned on that wrist shot and beat O'Dwyer clean, to give the Nationals a 2-0 lead.
A pair of Rockets found themselves buried deep in Nationals territory. Late getting back on the rush, and it results in the Nationals' second goal in about a minute of time here, and they have themselves a 2-0 lead. Now the Rockets inside the Nats zone, turned away, Noah Arsenault with it. Arsenault, pass off the boards and down the ice. This one is going to go for an icing call as it was chased down, but got to the line before the players, and an icing against the Nats will send the face-off inside London territory with 10:07 to go.
Kendry doing his best. Make it look like I'm skating as hard as I can to get back at that puck. Now the face-off will be to the right of Flores, as you said. 10:07 to go in the first period, and bounce back time here for the Rockets. I'm not sure they know what hit them there.
Rockets trying to get a late change, and the linesman going to allow it here as the face-off and a shot thrown toward the Nats net. Stopped by Flores. Kane Johnson rimmed that one around, couldn't hold on to it here, and now the Nats will get this one on the breakout, carry it out to center, pass off the stick and tipped inside the Strathroy zone. Kane Johnson tried to get that back to his D partner, but it's going to result in a turnover here. Bunker with it right down in front of us. A shot thrown towards the net, blockered away by O'Dwyer, and then just sent down the ice. It's going to be chased down by the Nats. No icing here as they pick it up inside their own zone. Into the corner, Arsenault now. Arsenault's pass picked off by the Rockets. He gets another chance. Throws this one up to the blue line. Can't get it out. Now walking out into the slot, looking for a good opportunity. Johnson with a shot. That one wide of the goal as there's bodies laying down in front. And now a penalty coming here to the Nats.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a roughing call. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I think he's got the goaltender Flores for roughing. The Rocket player was taken down in front of the goal. And Flores gave him a poke, and he's giving him the palms up now. What did I do?
Yeah, I can't believe it, but it's going to be a roughing call here against the Nats goaltender Flores, and the Rockets will get a power play chance here to try and get themselves back into this game. 2-0 Nationals lead.
Well, the Rockets are out shooting them 4-3, although they're down 2-0 now. And if they can get under Flores' skin, he's now showing that it doesn't seem to take very much to get him excited.
Face off one and up to the blue line here as a shot thrown on goal, hits off a stick and out of play. So now Carson Perry hands it up to Hall. Perry gets it back, looking for options here as it's held on to. Up to the blue line for Hall. Hall hands it off into the corner. Just going to have to chase this one down as Spezial. Rockets have it back behind the net. Looking, Perry shot, that one blocked. Now to Hall. Hall, shot towards the net. Bouncing puck, and it's going to be covered up here by Flores as there was a ton of traffic out front.
Well, and that's what they need. Like I said, it didn't even seem to be too much. The Rocket was taken down. He gave him a tap, and it led to a roughing penalty by the goaltender. And if they can get in his, rattle his cage a little bit on this power play, that might just be the tonic they need to try and come back in this first period.
Had their chances so far already tonight. They had a chance no more than a minute into the game. That was their best one so far. And now on the power play, it's going to be picked up by the Nationals up to center and cleared. With already 40 seconds gone here on the man advantage. Flipped around, Nelson's going to pick it up. Nelson makes a move to get past as he gets up to center. Back to Hall, and now Hall looking for options at his own blue line. Finds Ballas on the right side. Ballas looking down low, tries to find it to Perry. Couldn't get it up, and now it's going to be sent down the ice. Another clear here with 55 seconds to go here on the Strathroy man advantage.
Still got a half of this power play to go. Lots of time yet.
Picked up, and it's going to be Kindry carrying it in. Kindry just trying to knock that one through. It's going to be cleared, and now the Nationals pick it up, and now they've got a little bit of a rush here. It's Burridge on the right side. Looking for options, hands that one off, back behind the net. Good move to escape danger on the back, and it's going to be sent back into the net zone. So the penalty kill working well here for London as they're just passing it back and forth between themselves in their own zone. Now looking for it and sent down the ice. It's O'Dwyer out of his net to play it here. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage. Riley Wood on the right side. Pass out of the reach of Kindry. Kindry pokes that one past, and now Dundas will give chase back behind the London net. Picked up in the corner. Up to the point, Kindry. Kindry just trying to dump that one back in. Now up to the blue line. It will get out. Burridge picks it up. Burridge trying to pass that one over to Nichols, but he couldn't. Now the Rockets will clear up to center. It's Riley Wood. Now onto the stick, carrying forward Faulkner on the right side. Knocked off his stick into the corner. 6:56 to go here in the opening period. Rockets trail the Nationals 2-0. Now the Nats into the offensive zone. Couple moves to dodge a hit there. Now a shot thrown on, that one wide. Picked back up and thrown out front there. Kept inside at the blue line here. Now pass just out of the reach of Chard off his stick. He'll pick it up behind the net though. Looking for options. Now on his backhand, spins to the forehand, holds onto it behind the net. Chard walking out, shot thrown on. O'Dwyer makes the save. Rebound keeps the puck alive inside the Strathroy zone. Johnson coming in to try and help there as it's pinned against the wall. Nationals captain Burridge battling with Marshall, and now puck is loose. It gets out into the corner as the Rockets get it up to the hash marks, up to the blue line, kept in by Barnes. Barnes, a nice move, but it was knocked away by Faulkner. Now the Nationals will look for an opportunity back in their own zone. Barnes with it across the blue line. That pass, or shot I should say, way wide of the goal. And now back to Arsenault here. Arsenault over to Barnes. Gets in across the blue line, hands it off, it's Chard. Chard's Shot off a stick, centering pass. No one there for the Nationals. Poked away. Shot thrown. Oh, big save there as O'Dwyer got the pad on. Looked like it was tipped on the way. Now back down low. Elliston gave that pass off to Harbour. Harbour holding on to it now up to Chard. Back into the corner. Marshall trying to get this one away. He gets it up, and now the Rockets will have a chance to hold on to it, get it up to center as it's going to be dumped in to the opposite corner. Giving chase on the puck there is Hewitt. With it out front, looking good. Chance thrown towards the net. That shot whistled wide. Hall at the point now. Looking gallant shot, that one. Tipped off as the Nationals able to get it out here. Now a big hit thrown. It's going to result in a turnover, and the Nationals will carry it into the offensive zone. McGowan almost had a good chance in the slot there, but the puck was knocked off his stick. 4:51 remaining here in the opening period. It's Michael Elliston. Elliston looking for a shot. That one tipped by Hewitt. Hewitt just going to tip it and send it down into the net zone.
Chasing the play. Oh, and there's an icing, so they're not going to be able to make that change. And Hewitt looked like he was more than ready to get off the ice. Some very crisp passing by the London Nationals coming into the zone. And one thing I've learned about Burridge already in this period, he's going to spend a lot of time on the ice tonight. He killed the back half of that penalty and then spent the whole next shift on the ice. So
the Nationals dump it inside the Strathroy zone here. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period, still 2-0. Shots 5-5, it's what it's showing here on the scoreboard inside the Western Fair. Carson Perry will pick it up at center. Passes that one off to the side. Shot thrown on. Picked up and stopped by Flores. And he'll cover up and we'll get a whistle and a face-off inside the London National zone.
Nationals defense taking, holding no quarter down in their own end. Taking the Rockets everywhere they go on the ice. There's been physical contact down anywhere near the net. Taking care of their end. And maybe keeping Flores out of trouble.
He's already got a penalty tonight. The Nationals were able to kill that off. As now inside of the London zone here, Carson Perry trying to knock the puck away there. He loses his stick in the process, and now Bale is throwing a hit as well. Back behind the Nationals net, looking for a pass up ice, holding on to it here and carrying it through center ice. Dodging a couple hits there was Julian before finally losing the puck. Bale is trying to chip that one past. There's a battle going on right up front of the penalty bench here, as Holmes will hand that one off, and now it's going to be dumped inside of the Strathroy zone and quickly chased down by Vanderzalm now as he chases down Sturgeon. Sturgeon's pass off the skates, almost intercepted there. Picking it up, getting it to center here as Ballas looking for a line change. It'll be dumped in on goal by Sturgeon. He'll get that change. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period as the net set up behind their goal. 7-5 the shots now, showing in favor of Strathroy, but they trail in the score column as that one's dumped in, and now it's going to be blown down, and I believe they're going to bring an icing call that the linesman actually didn't call.
A very delayed call by the high linesman, who is the one who's supposed to signal that, and the down low guy had no idea until it was very late. And as was the case on Saturday night in the home game against Leamington, Strathroy outshot them appreciably, but still lost the game 4-1.
Shot thrown on, that one stopped by Flores off his stick and off the glass. Rockets inside the London zone here. Looking for options as Riley Wood hands that one off down low. Kane Johnson will hold on to it now. He gets pushed into the wall. Pass up to the blue line was intercepted as the Nats now chip that one past, and we'll get the line change here as Vanderzalm off to the bench. Spezial trying to throw that one on a pass up ice. Pass gets up to the blue line. Now intercepted, turned over. Here come the Nats looking for a good chance off the post. Chard with a good opportunity, and he just whistled it off the post as now the puck comes back down. Johnson on the right side. Johnson to the net. Big rebound up front. Thrown on goal, and Ty Johnson, his brother, picked it up, and it's stopped by Flores.
Right into the belly. Some really good chances for the Rockets here in this first period. They're out shooting with 2:28 to go. They're out shooting London 10-5. The difference being London buried the two best chances they've had, and Strathroy has not been able to do so.
Inside the net zone here as the Rockets look to try and work back, but now it's going to be picked up by Burge into the offensive zone, but Chard just a step ahead of the play there, offside for the Nationals with 2:17 remaining here in the first.
Yeah, 2:17 to go. That is the difference, and it was similar, in the last home game. Offensive chances presented themselves to the Flyers. They buried them. Strathroy couldn't. And so far in the first period, it's been a similar result.
Nationals not making any mistakes on their chances, have themselves a 2-0 lead. And now a clearing attempt by Gordy O'Dwyer hit off a stanchion, and it's kept inside the Strathroy zone. Now the Rockets finally able to clear as Ballas chips that one past Laszlo, and Carson Perry will give chase down into the London zone. Chases him behind the net, coming out on the other side, and now with speed, getting up to center. Now into the Strathroy zone. Pass to Laszlo. Laszlo right side to the net, tipped on goal. Rebound chance and another save there, covered up by O'Dwyer.
Two good stops in tight there by O'Dwyer. Cross ice pass, split the D to Laszlo, created the chance down low. The passes are crisp. They really are. They're moving the puck around quite well. And O'Dwyer, though, as we talked about, he's had some big save games, was more than up to the task.
1:44 to go in the period as the face-off inside the Strathroy zone. One back by the Rockets. Marshall around the boards, but kept alive here by the Nats, who on the offensive forecheck have done a great job so far tonight. Now coming through center. On his forehand over to Dundas. Dundas' shot. That one blocked. Didn't get towards the net here. Up to the point. Shot towards the net. Redirected out front. And it's kept up and cleared by the Nats to center. As now they pick it up, coming in across the Rockets' blue line. Wide on the right side. Shot to the net. And O'Dwyer right there to make the save.
Good pace to this game, if nothing else as well. Both teams, when they're in the zone, they're passing it around. With 1:12 to go, if they can escape this first period only down to 2, I'd be more worried if they weren't getting chances, but they are.
And their chances is now shown on goal, scored rebound, right on the rebound. And I believe it's Torrealba again. It was the point shot to beat O'Dwyer, the rebound from the post, and he makes no mistake. It's 3-0.
I spoke too soon. The second time in this first period that they've hit a goal post as well, but this time the rebound came right out to Torrealba, who buried it as O'Dwyer wasn't quite sure where the puck went after it hit iron. And despite having an 11-9 advantage in shots, the Rockets trail 3-0.
So the Nationals taking advantage once again of another chance. And they add on to this lead now 3-0 here. With a minute to go in the opening period, it comes up to the point and out before dumped back in by the Nats. Ty Johnson has it behind the Strathroy net, just pokes that one away. Kindry now. Kindry couldn't corral that bouncing puck, gets up to Spezial, and now Riley Wood. Wood dumping it in on the forehand towards net. Flores will take it, and he'll just cover that one up. 35 seconds remaining here in the first.
As you said, Daniel Torrealba with his second of the period to make that 3-0 for London. Final line change here for both teams with 35.7 to go.
So the face-off will be inside the London zone, off to the right of Flores, and the Rockets here looking, trying to finish this period strong here. 35 seconds remaining. Chard has it for the Nats. Cleared on a backhand, gets it up to center, and now Burridge. Burridge, good pass, finds Power. Power on the left side. Just going to spin and look for options here. Still holding on to it. Into the corner. Chard now up to the blue line. Pass just out of the reach of Burridge into the corner for Marshall. 15 seconds to go here in the first. Now Gallant trying to get the Nats off the puck. Back behind the net for Power. Power on his forehand, looking for a centering pass. That shot whistled wide and up into the seats just in front of us with 1.5 to go.
That caught me off guard, I'm not going to lie. Coming through the netting there from underneath by the look of it.
And took a bounce off a seat no more than 10 feet in front of us.
Yeah.
You got to keep your head up even with the netting, Eldon. So the face-off on that shot will come outside, but with 1.5 to go in the period, that'll do it. As
now they run the clock.
Now they run the clock. The puck was dropped, and that'll do it for the opening period. Here in London, the Nationals taking advantage of every chance that they got, and they have themselves a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of play.
Yeah, the difference between the two teams, as I said, I mean, the Rockets are out shooting them, but the ability to finish. And the Nationals are showing why they are a perennial powerhouse. And every year they've got good offensive players, and they've got more today. And actually, 2 of the goals are not coming from the top line. Daniel Torrealba scoring the 2nd and 3rd goals for the Nationals. But as I said, a goal scorer will tell you, as long as I'm getting chances, I know eventually they'll start going in. And the Rockets are getting chances. They've had 2 or 3 grade A scoring chances. And unfortunately, I've just put it right into the logo of Owen Flores.
It looks like compared to Saturday night at home against Leamington that they're getting a lot more chances. They're getting a lot more good chances as well inside the London zone, where they had passes right into the slot. And like you said, the shots either right at Flores or maybe they hit a shin pad, something like that. A lot better compared to Saturday night, where it just seemed like Leamington wasn't giving them any space at all. At least here in London, although they're down 3-0, they're getting their chances, they're getting their space. Time, hopefully, will bring some goals.
Yeah, offensively they have had better chances tonight, as you said. But it's in the defensive zone tonight where they are not as good. A couple of breaks, but they've made some very nice passes, lots of great line rushes coming in. You make your breaks, and that's why they've got the 3 goals.
So it's a 3-0 London lead. Goals by Logan Pace-Roth, and then 2 from Daniel Torrealba to make it a 3-0 lead. The Rockets lead in the shot column 11-9, but they are down by 3 as we head to the break. We'll go ahead, take that break here. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page.
The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left of the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, we welcome you back here to London. It is a 3-0 London Nationals lead here after 20 minutes of play at the Western Fair. Rockets leading in the shot column, though. It's 11-9 Strathroy's shots through 20 minutes of play. Good evening, I'm Noah Smith. Eldon Dunseith with me here in London. And Eldon, through that first period of play, we discussed it at the end of the first. It was, it was a pretty good period for the Strathroy Rockets. They just came out on the wrong side of a 3-0 score.
Well, they had, I count 3 grade A scoring chances, and they had, they had 1 golden chance in the first minute, and had 2 really good ones later in the period as well. They just kept putting it into the logo. Some of the best chances they had Saturday night against Leamington weren't as good as what they've already had here. And I would say the offensive zone time was pretty similar between the teams. The difference is London buried their chances, and Strathroy didn't.
And I think it's also a case of, and a lot of these guys obviously new to the league, possibly new to playing here in London at the Western Fair. It is a big change when you go from playing in Strathroy at the West Middlesex to playing here in London. How many times in that first period did we see pucks rim around the boards and get past the defenseman? They're just not there, not ready to keep it in. Poor
Ty Johnson got burned on it 3 different times. It's an extra, I think, between 15 and 25 feet across. And they're just not getting to the pucks. The chances are turned over, and as I said, the difference being that they buried theirs and Strathroy did not.
So they'll switch sides of the ice and get ready here for the second period. It's a 3-0 Nationals lead here at the Western Fair. As the puck dropped and we were underway, Faulkner wins it back for Strathroy, who's now inside their own zone here as Ty Johnson will pick it up on his forehand. Hand it back to Kindry. Kindry's going to work it on the left side and just dump it towards the net. Flores will play that one with his stick. Wood looking out front, and that pass just getting off the stick of Spezial and back into the neutral zone where Johnson's going to have to pick it up quickly. He's got Nationals right on him here, forcing the pressure. Kindry up to Wood. Wood just going to chip that one down into the corner. And Flores will have to come out of his net to play this one here for London. Now the Nats will take it from their own wall up to Elliston. Michael Elliston in on the right side here for the Nats. Trying to carry this one forward. Shot thrown on from the point and right into the logo of O'Dwyer.
Be good to see if he can, rebound after that first period. Not to say that, the 3 goals and the deficit is all on O'Dwyer. But touching a few pucks here and getting some confidence back will be good for him and the club.
Name of the game here for the Rockets in period number 2 is inch a little bit closer. Not going to get them all back here in the second, you don't imagine, but if they can get this within a couple scores heading to the third, that would be a good period overall. Inside of the Strathroy zone here, trying to pick this one up in the corner, gets it up to the wall and now chipped out as Carson Perry carried it, lost it on his stick, and will have to give chase on the right side. Now sent down the ice, and this one will go for icing against the Nationals. Just a minute 5 into the second period here. Rockets looking for their first shot here in the second, and they'll get an offensive zone face-off with Carson Perry to take it. Captain against captain in the face-off circle. One forward by Burridge, and now he's going to pick it up at the blue line. Chip it up to center ice. It's picked up by Power. Power working across, looking for a shot. Pass out front, and that one's knocked away and kept out of the net. Another glorious chance here for the Nats, and it just appeared out of thin air as now the Rockets will get it up. Pimentel up from the right side, has that one knocked off his stick.
Pace Roth almost had his second of the night, the defenseman.
Right up in the rush here. Now a nice move to work it towards the net here. Had that one stopped by the pad of O'Dwyer. Perry intercepts the pass, and now he'll get it up to center ice. Now he picks it up on his forehand. Perry to the slot. Pimentel shot right on, and a glove save there as Flores flashes the leather.
Yeah, I shot that glove side from a good spot to shoot. Didn't get a ton on it. Pace Roth joins the rush, not necessarily with the puck. He becomes the third guy to make things a 3-on-2 there. You see Burridge covering for him at the line. And yeah, he almost made it 4-0 there.
Rimmed around the boards is down low for the Rockets. Here is Hewitt. Hewitt trying to find an option for a pass. Had it knocked off his stick. Now maintains control of it again. Got two Nats right on him here, and the Rockets retreating as now Bunker getting it up to center. Picked up on a forehand. Beaupre down into the corner. Has it on a forehand. Now back behind the net. Trying to battle and get it back out front. Now he does. Shot thrown on. Pad save. Chance out front. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. And he's just going to cover it up and take the face-off inside as the Nationals have already found their way. Pucks to the net 5 times already in the period.
That was a really nice stop on the shot by Bunker, who looks skyward after the save was made. He also held the post very nicely there on the wraparound attempt that came just before that.
Face-off one back by the Rockets inside their zone, and now chipped up as they'll carry it in on the right side inside the net zone. Trying to go wide there. Pass out front. Good chance and just poked wide of the goal. Up to the point now. Marshall keeps it alive down into the corner. Now Kane Johnson looking for a bat. Out of the air was Gallant, but he swung and missed, and Nationals will take it back out to center. Dumped in on the backhand by Hogarth, and the Rockets will come in and give chase here. Behind Flores and behind the net of the Nationals. McGowan spins, but he can't get it past Kane Johnson. Now Johnson up to the point. Marshall's shot blocked, and it gets out as now Marshall in a little bit of a pile up with Bunker. His long shot blockered away there inside the London zone here. 3:15 gone from the second period. Van der Zalm in on the right side here for the Nats. Tried to work it to the net from behind the net and was thrown into the wall. Gallant has it from the corner. Now Gallant's pass off the stick of a National and into their own zone here. Flores, he's ready to play that puck. Duarte. Pass up and Van der Zalm into the corner. Now it's Duarte. Duarte back behind the net. Now onto his forehand, looking for options. Had that one slip off his stick. Back behind the net. Trying to find a centering pass. Couldn't. The Rockets will pick it up as it's Special now. Special gets that one up. Wood trying to chip that one past, but it's right into the defender, and Special throws a big hit as it's going to be dumped in. Now Arsenault, his pass up to Nichols. Nichols will come in on the left side, gets into the blue line. Good move, almost made it past the defender, but ran right into him as now it's rimmed around the boards. Getting past Wood, and now Wood will chase down Arsenault. Wood up against the wall. Elliston knocks it away. Those two still up against the wall as now the Nationals will carry it forward on the left side past their bench into the offensive zone. Chipping it down low, Elliston. Elliston almost got that one, but it was knocked away from him. Getting it up to the blue line. Carson Perry will pick it up, and now Perry through center. Perry in across the blue line. Shot. That one tipped. Rebound comes out front and whistled wide of the goal. Another glorious chance there for the Rockets, and they couldn't get the shot on.
Pimentel powdered that one wide on the far side. Great chance, just missed the net.
Down low, Holmes. This one off the side of the net. Perry tried to wrap down around, couldn't find the back of the net. Now Elliston's pass off the stick and now carried into the Strathroy zone. Nationals trying to set up shop here deep down in Strathroy territory. Spinning to get away from danger. Now trying to look up. Kept inside the line. Now Perry turns it over here. It's Perry in on the left side. Perry to the blue line, still holding on to it here. Perry looking for a pass. That one off the stick of Ballas, turned over, and Harbour will carry it up here for London. Onto the stick of Elliston. Elliston just going to dump it in here, and the Nats will get a line change, some fresh legs out there.
Well, the Rockets have done a much better job of keeping the Nationals to the outside for the most part in their own defensive zone and have spent a lot more time in the Nationals zone this period than they did in the first.
Burridge pass onto the stick of Chard working forward, but Dundas met him at the wall and was able to take control of the puck. Now the spin pass back behind the net for Sturgeon. Sturgeon looking for a long pass. That one off the skates of Hewitt and into the London zone. Hewitt right on McGowan. Nelson back there hard on the puck against Laszlo. Pass up to the point. Burridge tried to knock that one past, kept in by Hewitt. Hewitt tried to knock it down low. Couldn't get it towards Nelson, and the Nationals bring it back the other way. Inside of the Strathroy zone. Pass out into the slot, nobody there. Kept alive inside at the blue line here. Now the Rockets have it in their own zone, flipping that one into the air, knocked down by the glove, just spinning. Carries that one back and dumped forward. Burridge waits outside, is now Power had it, now back to the defense in Laszlo. Up to center, and now a penalty coming here. And
yeah, it's going to be Zach Power.
Power's going to go to the box.
Yeah, high sticking. He caught Dundas up high, and unfortunately for him, the puck was nowhere near what was happening there, but the referee couldn't have been more than 8 feet from the players.
And he knew it right away. No argument from him. He'll head to the box, and the Rockets will get a big power play here. 7 minutes gone in the second period.
Well, the lack of goal scoring in the first 3 games tells me they're going to have to keep the Nationals to the 3 that they have. And power plays like this are going to be huge for Strathroy tonight.
Rimmed around the boards and out here. Spezial will take it back inside the Strathroy zone and get ready to set up. As the Rockets now from their own zone. The pass tipped off the stick of Perry as he chases that one down. Has Holmes into the corner here. Holmes pass and cleared over top of everyone back down into the Strathroy zone. Spezial will spin and get away from the forecheck as now the Rockets get ready to work up ice. Carrying that one in on the right side and knocked away. Dumped back into the Strathroy zone. Nothing showing here through the first 45 seconds of this power play.
No, they can't get into the zone.
The puck does get into the zone here, but Rockets still trying to get control of the puck. Comes up to the blue line. Shot thrown on. It's knocked down by Arsenault, and he'll send that one the length of the ice. It's O'Dwyer out of his net to play. Gets it over to Hall. Hall will just spin. Pass it over. And now O'Dwyer will knock that one up. Gets it up to Riley Wood. Wood hands it off here. Faulkner carries, spins, looks for a better option. Over to Spezial. Spezial carries it up left side, drop pass. Now he gets it back in the corner. Looking for an option. This one gets away from him. He can't hold the line. It gets out. And now Pace Roth will carry it up to the blue line, just looking to dump that one to the opposite side. In the slot here for Strathroy. From their own slot up to center. Carried in across the blue line. That pass over to Kindry. Kindry hands it back, looking, shot towards the net. That one off a defender and into the corner. And now Bunker will clear, and that'll do it for the Rockets' power play.
Yeah, they had Riley Wood in the bumper spot there between the hash marks, but they made no attempt to get it to him. But that was the first time they'd really spent any amount of time in the power play zone at all.
Now chance here as Hogarth gets it back. Hogarth's shot, rebound comes out. Stopped by Flores, and now the Rockets inside the National zone. It's Gallant with it. Up to the point. Back to Gallant. Gallant falls down, loses it. Nichols will clear, and now they come back, and now another penalty coming here to the Nationals. This one's going to be an interference call.
Oh, I think this might be on Strathroy.
Oh, and it is going to be. My apologies. And it's going to be Gallant going to the box here for interference and send the Rockets to the penalty kill.
The only reason I knew is because Strathroy touched the puck, because I'm with you. When I watched the play happen, I did think that the aggressor on the play was the Nationals player. But now they're short a man.
So the first look here at the Nationals power play is a shot whistled wide, bounces in. It hits off the glass, comes back in, hits off the back of O'Dwyer. And the Nationals power play takes just 6 seconds.
6 seconds, and it is 4-0. Gallant didn't have to get comfortable in the penalty box. But yeah, I talked before about making your own breaks, but that's something else. Shot misses the net, off the glass, comes back out, hits the back of O'Dwyer, and ends up in the net.
Something you can't defend.
Absolutely not.
The Nationals will still take it. They have a 4-0 lead now, just shy of the midway mark of the second period. Things going from bad to worse here for Strathroy, as the Nationals' 15th shot of the game is their 4th goal. Back behind the London net here. Johnson trying to maintain control of the puck. He got knocked down, back up to his feet. Hogarth with it. Hogarth still had it on his stick. Now it's knocked off, and the Nationals come back up. Duarte in across the line. Duarte's shot. Big rebound off the blocker save by O'Dwyer. Into the corner, and now the Rockets will get a chance to clear as they come up through center, off the stick of Gallant, and now Gallant will just throw it towards there. And a big hit thrown there is coming across the ice. Vander Zalm knocked down, I believe, Hogarth, and he's slow to get back up to his feet.
Yeah, I think he's okay. I think that at this level, I'm okay with that whistle. I think at a bit of a higher level, that whistle might have been a bit quick, but the referee can't assume that he's okay when he doesn't get up right away.
And so gave him the whistle to get himself off the ice to avoid any further injury, as now the Nationals off a draw, carrying it in. Good move to work towards the net there, but couldn't get past the defender and maintain control of the puck. Carrying this one up, Riley Wood. Wood's pass just out of the reach there of Faulkner. Now Wood looking to get it back. Wood does carry it in, but Faulkner late to exit the zone and an offside call.
That was a big hit coming back down into the zone. And they did announce the goal. It was Burridge. It's his first as a National. He had 8 assists coming into this game in 3 games. But his first goal with London as the captain.
Elliston now for London. His long pass goes off in that stick, but they maintain control here. Bring it inside the Strathroy zone. Elliston trying to cycle that one back down low. Now he has it at the half wall, looking for a pass out front. Intercepted here. Carried up by Spezial as he gets it to center. Spezial dumps into the opposite corner for Riley Wood. Wood knocks it back to Spezial, who's behind the net here. Holds onto the puck, trying to walk out into the slot there. Thought about it. Now goes up to the point. Kindry spins to Spezial. Spezial shot that one off a stick, out of play, and the faceoff will stay inside the London zone. 8:37 to go here in the second.
Fast-moving period. You look up and all of a sudden there's only 8:37 to go here in the second. Much better period by Strathroy than in the first in terms of defense especially, and just an unlucky bounce on the 4th goal.
Down low, Mental trying to carry it out front, and he was successful but couldn't beat Flores, and now the Nationals look to clear. They can't. Perry back behind the net here against Pace Roth. Now Ballas in there to assist him. Had that one chipped past him. Gets up to the blue line, and now the Nationals come back the other way, 3-on-2. Pass over to the other side, shot thrown on, and O'Dwyer there to make the save.
Yeah, that kind of appeared out of nothing there in the middle of the neutral zone. It just turned into a 2-on-1, become almost a 3-on-1. But a nice glove save by O'Dwyer on Beaupre as he took the shot from the left wing.
8:10 to go here in the second period, as now the puck will be cleared out to center ice and picked up by Holmes here for London. Holmes will spin and carry this one up. Shot thrown on from distance by Bunker and just gloved down by O'Dwyer. So we'll get another whistle here just 15 seconds after the last.
That's so much for it moving along at a quick pace. As soon as I talk about that.
Always seems the way it goes, eh? You say something and then.
They're playing great defensively. And there's the 4th goal on a lucky bounce right off the draw.
So after the Rockets led the shot category 11-9 after 1 period of play, here in the second, It's 9-4 Nationals, and they've added on their 4th goal of the game. Puck inside the Strathroy zone. Nats looking to try and clear, and now this one's going to be sent back into the Strathroy zone from the blue line, and now getting this one up. Perry gets it up, and Pimentel almost had that one back, but looking for a shot thrown on, and that one is going to be stopped by O'Dwyer again, not taking any chances there as he holds on to that one. 19th shot of the game for London. Inside the Strathroy zone here, the Rockets tried to clear, couldn't. It's in their own corner now, off to the left of O'Dwyer, now back behind the net for Kindry. Kindry's pass off the wall but kept inside. Now Chard looking for a centering pass. Couldn't get it out front as it was off a stick. Up to the point for Arsenault. Arsenault shot off the skate of Ballas and out of play. So the pace of this period quite slowed down now as 7:07 to go.
Wholesale changes for both teams coming out here with 7:07 to go. Nelson, Dundas, and I'm missing somebody there.
It's one back by the Nationals as Laszlo sends that one into the corner. Now getting it up, trying to pass that one out. And it's going to be chased down here as Dundas will be in a foot race against Laszlo. He's going to win. Centering pass, no one there. Good chance on the doorstep. And a glove save by Flores.
Yeah, bounce right off the defender's skate, right back to Nelson. Little in tight there, but a nice glove save nonetheless by Owen Flores.
Nelson got the chance there on a rebound that kind of just found its way onto his stick, and it found its way into the glove of Flores. So a clearing attempt into the netting out of play. We'll get another face-off off to the left of Flores. 6:43 remaining here in the second. Draw one back here by the Nats against Nelson. Duarte gets it up as he takes the hit, and now it's Nichols. Nichols carrying it on the left side. Tries to throw it towards the net there. Bouncing puck. Sitting behind the net. Good wraparound chance, and getting the pad over there was O'Dwyer. Chipped into the corner, knocked down by the stick, and blown down, and they're going to say that was with a high stick.
Yeah, somebody changed their mind there. I heard a no yelled from one of the officials when it was knocked down, but then the closest official blew the whistle to say it was a high stick. Borderline call, I would say, but nonetheless a face-off outside the London zone with 6:20 to go.
Harbour will take it against Hogarth, and he's going to win it back inside the London zone. Getting it up to Elliston, but not past him, as now Kane Johnson will circle back behind the London net. Johnson again. Now to the other side, back up to the point. Walking the line, shot towards the net, didn't make it there. Hit off the stick of Harbour, and now Harbour's pass up and dumped in. As giving chase here will go Elliston. And now the arm comes up here, and I believe he's going to be the one getting a call here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hold. And there's the call.
So it will be a holding call going against Elliston to send the Rockets back to the power play.
Chasing the defender back to the back wall. Got his arm up and around the shoulder. Slowed him up just enough to get the call. With 5:50 to go here in the second period, the Rockets with what could be one of their last best chances to get on the board and start to make a game of this.
Rockets 0 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. Not really a whole lot of good chances now, as now shot thrown on, and that one was a good chance, but it's going to be cleared by the Nationals back down into the Strathroy zone.
That down low chance by Dundas hit Flores in the side of the mask as he was kind of adjusting himself as the puck left his zone.
Dumped in and rimmed around the boards. Flores was able to get a stick on it to slow it down, but now pinned up against the wall here as Riley Wood comes in to try and poke it free. 3 Rockets down there, unable to get the puck moving here as it's going to be sent up and cleared down the ice. And O'Dwyer will be out to play it for Strathroy, quickly moving this puck up and getting it to Johnson. Johnson will carry it in across the blue line on the left side, looking to try and set up this power play for Strathroy. Going to leave it for Faulkner. Now Faulkner, his pass. Off a stick as it was in the air. Kindry back down low for Faulkner. Faulkner behind the net, hands it up to Dundas. Dundas shot and glove down. Flores saw every bit of that one to make the save.
Yeah, shot from a good spot just outside the dot on the right side, but he fired it right at him. Not a whole ton on it. No traffic. Easy save for Owen Flores.
Face off one back here as the Rockets working on the man advantage. Shot wide of the goal. Pace Roth chasing down Perry. Now the pass over the slot. Chance out front there, and that one whistled wide of the goal off a stick. Into the corner here is Nelson battling against Beaupre. Up to the blue line and Gispatch Special back down into the Strathroy zone. 29 seconds remaining here in the man advantage. At the Rockets blue line now, Nelson hands that one back to Blake Hall, and now Hall gives it back to Nelson, who's going to work it past on the right side, chip it into the national zone, and now Flores gave that one away, but there was only Nelson for Strathroy, and now the turnover will bring it back here as Julian takes a shot off a stick into the netting out of play, but that'll just about do it for the Rockets power play with 4 seconds remaining and the face-off coming inside the Strathroy zone.
Flores turned it over behind his net, but when Nelson put it back out front, there were no Rockets to be found. Turned the puck over, puck down the ice.
Looked like they went for the line change, and Nelson didn't know it. Ended up getting a good chance, but there was no one there for Strathroy. Right off the draw, this one's going to be carried forward by Gallant, and he's going to carry that one in by himself offside. 3:47 to go here in the second period of play. And the face-off in the neutral zone, right out front of us here. Opposite side of the players' benches here at the Western Fair. Dumped back in. Holmes will send it back the other way, and it's going to be picked up by Kindry. Over to Marshall. Marshall pass forward off the stick and into the netting. We got a face-off in the neutral zone, this time on the Strathroy side of the red line.
Remind me to never talk about how fast the game is moving again. My goodness.
Flew through the first 12 minutes or so of the period, and then
the last 4 minutes we've had more whistles than we had in the first 12.
puck bouncing around here. Nelson chips that one past. Holmes works it into the Strathroy zone here for London. Now carried around back behind the net. Up to McGowan. McGowan shot that one. Didn't make it towards the Rockets net here. Hit a couple skates out front. As now the Rockets will look to try and clear, but running into some trouble there was Johnson. Got a man right on him. Draped all over him there is now Dundas for Strathroy. Long pass just out of the reach and wide of the goal. Tried to find Hewitt, he'll go for icing.
Yeah, Hewitt's stick not quite long enough to get a piece of that. Great idea, long bomb pass. Just missed the mark.
Another 2 feet, and they might have had a money pass to put Hewitt away at the races, but it goes for an icing, and now the Rockets will have to try and clear from their own zone again. 2:50 to go here in the second period. Chipping that one up to Hewitt. Hewitt chips it forward, and now it's a foot race here as Burridge is back, and he gets that one past Nelson. Up to the blue line and out. Up to center ice for Chard. Chard to Power. Power just going to hand that one off. On the right side, thrown towards the slot. No one there for London. Now Arsenault. Arsenault in the corner, comes up to the point. Back to Arsenault. Arsenault shot thrown on and gloved down by O'Dwyer.
He's looked a lot more sure of himself. As I said, he needed to come back and have a good period here after giving up the 3 in the first. He's done exactly that. They do have one, but as we we talked about earlier, nobody was saving that shot, the bounce that they got on the power play goal.
An unfortunate bounce off the glass, resulting in the Nationals' 4th goal of the game. Now they have it inside the Strathroy zone with 2 minutes to go in the period. Shot from distance and right through traffic. O'Dwyer sees that one to glove it down. So we'll get another whistle, another face-off inside the Strathroy zone.
Yeah, did a great job picking that up from the blue line. Owen Kindry doing a really nice job clearing the front of the net to give him that lane of sight.
One back by the Nats and up to the point for Barnes. Barnes hands that one off. And now down low, Duarte struggling to get away from the Rockets before he's sent down to the ice. And the puck out of play will bring the face-off outside of the Rockets zone.
Yeah, Pimentel put him down, but he really did let up. He could have buried him into the boards. Probably would have took a penalty had he done so.
With where Duarte was positioned about 3 feet from the wall.
Yeah, and good recognition by Pimentel to realize that he didn't need to hit him hard.
Knocked back on the face-off to Pace Roth, the opening goal scorer here for the Nationals tonight, as it's sent down the ice and into the Strathroy zone. O'Dwyer had to come out of his net to poke that one away. Now it gets up to the point. Almost knocking that one away were the Rockets and Perry. Now into the slot, back down low. Good chance out front, and they score. And it is a 5-0 Nationals lead.
That was just a product of hard work. And the former call-up for the Rockets, Michael Elliston. The far reach, takes it around O'Dwyer and puts it into the net.
So a 5-0 Nationals lead after that goal by Elliston. With $1:31 to go here in the second. The Nats have really opened it up here at the Western Fair, as now it's going to be flipped up and into the rafters, so we'll get another face-off.
Brazil.
And a goaltending change for Strathroy, as you pointed out there, Eldon. Looks like Brazeau into the game here in replacement of O'Dwyer. Carrying it in on the offense here. Trying to get towards the net there was Faulkner. He lost it. Riley Woods down low with him. Holmes trying to get this one away. Can't get it past Wood, and now Holmes a couple shoves there against Faulkner coming back up ice. Now the Nationals have it into the corner of the Strathroy zone. Now back behind the net. Looking for options, comes up to the point. 55 seconds to go here in the period. Shot from distance. Brazeau getting into the game and makes the save there. And now we'll get some shoves thrown out front of the Rockets net. With 52.9 remaining in the period. So the faceoff will come off to the right of Brazeau into the game here. Shot from distance there from the Nats on the point. Still inside the Strathroy zone. Here's the long pass. Wasn't onto the stick. Bunker will pick it up here. Gets it up to McGowan. McGowan in across the blue line here for London. Just tries to throw it towards the net there. Gets on net, but covered up by Brazeau. .9 to go here in the second period. It's a 5-0 Nationals lead. As they continue to outwork Strathroy here at the Western Fair. Looking for a shot there. That one was poked away, and now the Nationals keep it inside the Strathroy zone as the Rockets look to clear. Kindry with it now. Kindry's pass into the skates, but carried forward here on the right side. Good pass, gets it to the slot, thrown on goal, and now that one over top of the net. Marshall couldn't get it towards the net there as he made this shot, and now puck bouncing off the boards. 4 seconds to go here. The Nationals will just hold on to it into the corner. The horn will go, and that'll do it for the second period, as the Nationals add 2 more onto the scoreboard and make this a 5-0 lead through 40 minutes of play.
Well, as they did on Saturday night, Strathroy scored late. Riley Wood with about a minute and a half to go in the third period to break the shutout. And they have 20 minutes to go here to try and get themselves on the board. Down 24-18 on the shot clock after 2 periods.
24-18 the shots, as you mentioned there, and the Rockets trailing by a score of 5-0. And so far, early on this season, the one thing that you notice is this Rockets team has struggled to find the back of the net. Just a goal in 2 of the games so far, 2 goals in regulation in the other, and then obviously the shootout winner for their only win of the season, but no goals so far through 40 minutes tonight. They've had their chances, they've had good opportunities, they just haven't been able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, in both periods they had good chances to score, and unfortunately were just completely unable. I call it puck luck, call it what you'd like, but some really good chances either whipped just wide or right into the crest.
The Rockets came out in the second period, started well, played a good pace, and then it was a lucky bounce for the Nationals, a shot that hit off the glass, came back off the back of Gordy O'Dwyer and in to make it a 4-0 game. And that's kind of when you felt the wind, if there was any left in the sails here of the Rockets, it was all gone after that lucky bounce that made it a 4-0 game.
Yeah, and then, a really power move in front of the net by Michael Elliston late to make it 5-0. And it's going to be some work, and I think if I'm Jason Williams, I'm going to tell the guys to try and win this third period and take some feeling good out of this rink when they leave tonight.
The Rockets will have to come back out for the third and try to have themselves a good third period. If nothing else, they trail by a score of 5-0, shots on goal 24-18 in favor of the Nationals. We'll go ahead and take a break here. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page.
The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Welcome back here to the Western Fair Sports Centre in London. It is London Nationals hosting the Strathroy Rockets here in Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action, and it is a 5-0 London Nationals lead through 40 minutes of play. The shots on goal favor the Nationals 24-18, but more importantly, they lead the big category on the scoreboard 5-0, thanks in part to some lucky bounces, but mostly outworking the Rockets and taking advantage of their chances.
Yeah, the 3 goals in the first period were just burying the chances they had. And in the second period, I mean, the Elliston goal was at the end was just really hard work, down low. And the fourth goal, I mean, I just, in my mind, I take that out of the equation because of the weird bounce off the draw on the power play 6 seconds in. Much better period, you know. I thought Brazeau looked pretty good there in the second period. And yeah, I mean, the difference is, and I said it in the first, you know, as we came back to the second period, and I'll say it again now, they just haven't been able to finish the chances they've had. And the Rockets have had 3 or 4 grade A scoring chances in this game and have either put it into the crest of Owen Flores or missed the net.
They've had their chances for sure. They just need to take advantage of them moving forward. And let's not kid ourselves, a 5-0 deficit isn't something that is going to be surmounted more than likely here in the third period, especially against a good London Nationals team. But as you touched on when we finished off the second period, I think the more important thing for Strathroy here is to have a good third. Try to give yourself something to build off of going forward. And as simple as you said, win the period.
Yeah, you know, they haven't done that, obviously, you know, so far, the first 2 periods. I mean, just look at the scoreboard. London has won those periods. But if they can come out, play as well as they did in the second period, but maybe pot 1 or 2 of the chances that they do get, you know, they'll feel good about themselves going home and get ready for the game Saturday night against St. Mary's.
A game Saturday night in Strathroy against the visiting St. Mary's Lincolns. We'll have the call for you on that one as well. 7:30 puck drop at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. We're going here shortly before that to tee things up for you. But first here, it's the third period from the Western Fair in London. A 5-0 London Nationals lead. One other game going on in the Western Conference tonight. That is the Chatham Maroons on the road taking on the LaSalle Vipers. A 2-1 LaSalle lead as that game, similar to ours, in the third period. They're 5 minutes into the third there. Goals from Sean Horton and Noah Morneau for LaSalle. Cameron Welch, the goal scorer for the Chatham Maroons. The other game going on in the GOJHL tonight is ours here at the Western Fair. Just 2 games in the league, both in the Western Conference. One close, one the Rockets need to come back and try to get some goals here in the third.
Absolutely. I just look for a good effort, and as I said, maybe bury 1 or 2 of the chances that they do get, which unfortunately they have been unable to do thus far.
Brazeau in net for Strathroy. Flores for London. Brazeau came in the second period in relief of O'Dwyer, who gave up 3 in the first period. And you take away that bad bounce, had himself a fairly decent second period. He's going to have to be strong here in the third if the Rockets want to hold the Nationals to 5 and maybe get a few on the board themselves.
Yeah.
Even strength to start the third here as it's won back by the Nats. And they look to work up ice here on the fresh sheet to start this third period of play. Inside the Nationals zone, they'll bring it back on defense here as Arsenault will spin back behind his net and look for options. Arsenault on his forehand will wait. And now he'll come out from behind the cage looking for an option. Long pass down the ice. And it'll go for an icing here on this fresh ice. 29 seconds in.
Yeah, no puddles to stop that one.
So the face-off will come down to the left of Flores and inside the London zone. One towards the net, but the Nats will pick it up clear off the glass and down the ice. This one going to go waved off. No icing here. Torrealba into the wall against Marshall. Marshall clears, but into the netting, out of play. So a couple quick whistles here to start the third.
Daniel Torrealba working down low on Marshall. Torrealba looking for the hat trick here in the third period.
Had 2 goals in the first period, the second and third goals of the game for London. Imagine he'll get some ice time here in the third to see if he can do that. Nationals controlling inside the zone, and that one's whistled off the crossbar with Brazeau way out of his net as he caught an edge, and now the Rockets will come back the other way. It's Dundas. Dundas got a little bit of a break, got Wood with him, shot whistled wide of the goal with the defense right on him. Best chance of the night so far possibly for the Rockets, and now the Nationals come back the other way. Off into the corner goes Power. Power loses an edge now as he goes down. The Rockets will pick it up and carry it forward into the offensive zone, but offside at the line.
Dundas couldn't hold that. Yeah, Matthew Brazeau taking a header, heading over toward the left side of the net. And the shot from the far half wall hits the near side post. I couldn't believe he didn't put that in the net.
Had a wide open cage.
Big break for the Rockets.
Well, there have been one of many bad bounces on the night for Strathroy. That one doesn't result in a goal. Just a good scoring opportunity. Now Spezial walks out, but fires it right into the glove of Flores, and that's another chance there for Strathroy that kind of goes away with the shot right at the goalie.
Yeah, he's been good positionally for most of the night and making a lot of the saves look easy.
Cutting down the angles and making sure the Rockets don't have much to shoot at. And I think in that situation as well, Spezial didn't realize how much time he had to possibly get a better shot off. Into the corner now as the Rockets have it inside the London zone. Working against the defense, trying to carry that one out. Into the slot again. Another shot thrown on. That one off the mask of Flores and cleared out by the Nationals down the ice. And it will go for icing against London. Minute 51 gone in the period.
Once again, right at him. It's the second time tonight he's worn one off his mask. He's still kind of shaking the cobwebs a little bit there, making sure the mask is secure. But yeah, that one hit him right square in the face.
Face off to the left of Flores. Up to the point. Bounces over the stick and clears out. And now it's a 2-on-1 for the Nats coming the other way. Beaupre shot, scores. Beats Brazeau, blocker side, and it's 6-0 Nationals.
Short side high, yeah, definitely beat him blocker side right under the bar. Great shot by Beaupre, who took advantage of a bouncing puck that got by the Rockets defender at the offensive blue line. 2-on-1, never thought pass, took the shot, and it turned out to be a good choice for Beaupre.
Not for a second did it look like he was going to pass there, and he still beat Brazeau blocker side on the 2-on-1 break. And it's 6-0 Nationals here as Duarte works it down low. Taking a hit there, working out of the corner, into the slot. That one gloved down. Nice save there by Brazeau to get a piece of it. Still alive inside the Strathroy zone, up to the point. Long shot thrown on, that one from distance off a stick, kept in at the blue line. Now trying to chip that one past, they will get it out and back into the London zone. Pass up to the red line here for the Nats, who dumps it past Habib. Vanderzom trying to chase that one through. Pass up, tipped just out of the reach of Ballas. At the London blue line. Now back, and it's Sturgeon. Sturgeon just going to dump this one down, but out of the reach of everyone, and an icing call. This one against the Rockets.
Definitely not the start they were looking for here in the third period. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. They did have 2 or 3 pretty good scoring chances down at the other end. And not the first time this season already we've seen a bad bounce turns into a break for the other team, and they make no mistake.
The Nationals not letting those opportunities go to waste here, as it's now back in their own zone. Carrying it up forward here as another player goes down as Holmes goes towards the net there, lost the puck for a second. Fresh ice here, players losing their edges left, right, and center to begin this third period of play. Back behind the net, it's Elliston again. Wow. Elliston out front with the pass. That one would have been a good chance there, but it was knocked away. Harbor back behind the net has Elliston as well. Now up to the point. Kept alive, shot thrown on. That one tipped wide. Kindry just going to knock it away. Gets it up to the point. Now the Rockets will pick it up and bring it up on the right side. Chasing that one forward and bringing it up right out front of the penalty bench, and now carried into the zone. Gallup taken down on a big hit there as Holmes set him down. Elliston flips it up into the neutral zone. Good move coming across, and got to get off the tracks. Train coming through. Harbor now trying to cut towards the net. He's thrown into the wall. It's Marshall. Marshall's pass out of the reach. It'll take a bounce and get played by Flores. That negates the icing. It's kept alive inside the London zone. Good move to work past. Now trying to cut through and go down to the ice there as he ran into the legs. Bouncing puck knocked down by Ty Johnson at center ice. Ty Johnson going to carry it in, but offside are the Rockets. 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the third.
Didn't quite wait for Faulkner to clear the zone. Face-off will be outside the zone, right in front of the Nationals bench. Perry to take the draw for Strathroy.
Laszlo back on defense here for the Nationals. Into the corner now. Has it go over top of his stick, and now the Rockets trying to get any offensive chances they can. Back into the corner, trying to find Perry in the slot. That one was knocked away. And now the Nats will get it into the Strathroy zone under the stick of Power. 2-on-1 with Burridge. Power shot. That one whistled wide, glove side over top of the net and out as Perry carries it up left side here for Strathroy going forward. Trying to knock that one away from Laszlo, who spins, gets away from danger. Carries it up past his own blue line and forward. Now into the offensive zone. Good toe drag move to the net. Stopped by Brazeau. Cleared up to the blue line for Burridge, whose shot thrown in from the point is going to be gloved and covered up by Brazeau.
Yeah, Brazeau has seen enough of this shift. The big line for London of Burridge, Power, and Chard with 2 or 3 great chances there. Just calm things down, get a whistle. The face-off will be to his right in front of us.
6-0, Nationals lead here with 15 minutes to go in the period, and now another good chance. This one is stopped by Brazeau again.
Not the first cross zone pass that we've seen tonight. Nice pass there by Beaupre to find Barnes open on the far side. And a nice stop by Brazeau.
One-time chance from the point. That one was tipped and wide. As the Rockets look to clear, they do as they get it up to center. Knocked off the stick of Pimentel, and the Nationals once again in control here as this one's sent down, tipped off, and into the Strathroy zone. Sturgeon plays that one. Tries to get it up and waiting just outside is Habib. Habib throws a hit. Nelson trying to knock that one away. And now it's going to be carried up forward. Pimentel coming up through center ice. Pimentel over to Spezial in the corner. Spezial hit by Arsenault. Jogs the puck loose, and now the Nats look to work forward, but Sturgeon able to hold his ground at center ice. Over to Pimentel. Pimentel just towards the net there as that one knocked away and shooting the stick away of Julian. And the Nats bench wanted to call on that one. They're not going to get it. Here's the Nats work forward now. Good move to the net, looking for a wraparound chance. Pad save. Brazeau comes across against the post to make the save. And now Kindry gets it up to Spezial, who will just hold on to it here and look for an option. Flips it up to center. Bouncing puck. Hewitt will go get it in the corner. He's the only Rocket down low. 3 Nats right on him, and the Nats will just take over, take control, bring it up to center. Knocked off their stick. Duarte offside here, so the Rockets will have a chance as the Nationals have to clear. Pass the ballast, back to Kindry. Kindry up through center. His pass tried to find Hogarth, but it's out of his reach and down into the London zone. Now Flores has to play it into the slot, and a nice shot and a save.
Wow.
As Flores flashes the leather once again.
Bala's got a lot on that too. As you said, flashing the leather is Owen Flores making his 21st save of the evening to keep that bagel on the board under the guest on the scoreboard here at the Western Fair.
21 saves on 21 shots so far tonight for Flores. He'd love to keep that up as this game goes along. Puck in the corner here. Inside the London zone. Now the Nats will clear as they get it out to center. Bouncing puck, good tip move to work it past. Trying to come in on the left side there, but running into the defense of Owen Kindry as it's back out to center for Holmes. Going D-to-D here looking for options. Holmes will get it back here at his own blue line. Now he'll carry it up forward at center ice. Out front of the Rockets bench here. Loses it slightly. Turns it over as the Nationals get it right back onto their stick. Now on the left side. Pace Roth. His pass intercepted. Now the Rockets come back the other way. It's Gallant. Gallant's pass. That one knocked away. Harbor quickly back onto the stick. Now carrying it on the left side. With it, Pace Roth into the corner. Pass out front. Elliston almost had a good chance in the slot, but it was knocked off his stick. Cleared by Kindry down the ice. Gallant chasing it down into the corner. Faulkner against the wall, looking to try and stop that one from getting cleared. The Nationals will get it out to center. Not out as Johnson kept it in at the blue line, and now finally they will as they get it up to center. Right on him is Faulkner, knocking Harbor down to the ice, and he'll go into the corner here for Habib. Habib now from his own blue line, working forward past the Nats bench. Long shot whistled well over top of the net. Now Johnson hands it off down low for Wood. Wood struggling to find the puck. Gets it up to the Nats blue line, but it's Burridge the other way here for London. Pass in across the line. Looking for an option. At the top. Hands it off. Now shot. That one into the shin pad. Shift the other way, and now Dundas is going to be in a foot race here. Dundas out in the open towards the net here, and that one, no good scoring opportunity. It was knocked away by the defenders. He had two Nationals draped all over him on that break, and now it's going to be a foot race coming back the other way here as things have opened up a little bit here. 10:45 remaining in the third period. That's center ice. Rockets trying to work it inside the Nats zone. It'll be Power handing that one off to Arsenault, and now Arsenault's pass right back to Power. Power works it in, but offside as Chard a step ahead of the play. 10:31 to go here in the third.
Well, Dundas with a breakaway there, but being hampered from behind. He never could quite pull away and didn't turn into much of a chance on goal, as you said, as he had two guys really getting him from behind. Not enough to take a penalty, and not enough to score a goal on his part either.
So the Nats off the draw will take it back into their own zone, looking for a pass option. Now carrying it into the zone on the right side, back behind the Strathroy net. Pass up to the point, shot from distance. That one gonna miss from Barnes, but kept in by Arsenault at the other side. Now back behind the net, trying to carry it out on his forehand. Bunker back up to Barnes. Barnes back to Bunker. He's gonna cycle it down low. Julian now. Julian on his forehand. Trying to find it back to his offensive partner, but the Nationals will dump it back into the Strathroy zone for Sturgeon. Now back the other way. Now the puck comes over to the left side. It's Barnes in the corner. He's the only National down low as the Nats went for a line change well inside the Strathroy zone. Spezial will pick it up. And now Spezial down, and a penalty coming here against the Nats. And it'll be a tripping call to send the Rockets on the power play. 9:31 to go here in the third.
Yeah, and Barnes looked to the ceiling as soon as the whistle went. He knew the call was for him, as the man he was chasing hit the deck. And down 6, as you said, with 9:31 to go in the third period. Power play here for the Rockets to try and break this goose egg.
Rimmed around the boards, and it'll be Marshall at the blue line here for Strathroy. Down to Perry. Perry hands it off down low. Walking out, shot stopped by Flores. It up off him out of play to keep the face-off inside. "13 seconds off the penalty here, and another offensive zone face-off for Strathroy. Face-off won back by the Nats, now kept in at the point by Marshall. Marshall passes that one across to Spezial. Spezial, long shot thrown on, but seeing that one easily is Flores.
Now, they haven't had too much in the way of traffic in front of him tonight. Equal parts power play setup and the London defense making sure that that lane is clear for Flores to get a sight on those shots.
Back to the point here for Strathroy, working on the power play once again here tonight. Shot towards the net, and that one off a stick and into the corner. Now up to the point again. Spezial, shot towards the net, bouncing puck. Flores doesn't see it, now back behind the net here. Flores without his stick as it sits in the slot and now finally cleared by the Nats back into Strathroy territory. Sanders on right on it, and he's hammered into the boards. Marshall over to Spezial, and now Spezial in on the left-hand side leaves it for Riley Wood. Wood looking to set up here as the time ticks off the man advantage. 50 seconds to go here for Strathroy in the power play. Wood centering pass off his stick, and he'll get it right back. Now up to the point for Marshall. Marshall shot, that one tipped and wide. Now trying to get it back here was Perry. Up to the point for Marshall. Marshall walks through, shot, and seeing that one easily, Flores to glove it and make the save. 34 seconds to go on the power play.
He's made that exact save several times tonight, picking it with the glove about 1.5 feet off the ice. He's had a good view for most of these shots. 26 all told for the Rockets thus far.
Up to the point, Hall. His shot tipped on. Good chance, and Flores stands tall with the Rockets right on him. Trying to find the back of the net for the first time tonight. Flores won't let it happen.
And Laszlo for the Nationals on defense taking care of the traffic in front. And another O-zone face-off for Strathroy.
Up at the blue line here as the Rockets try to find any way to get some offense going here with 20 seconds to go in the man advantage as the puck comes back into the Strathroy zone. Kindry. Long pass onto the stick. Dundas over to Hall. Hall steps in, now back down low. Just past Dundas. He'll be picked up and looking for an option. Penalty comes to an end here. Back to even strength is Wood. Hands it down to Dundas. Dundas back on his forehand now. Toe drag move had that one knocked away. Nationals look to clear. They will as it gets out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Almost knocked away, but Laszlo holds on to it. Now on to stick 2-on-1. Elliston shot on and stopped by Brazeau.
Elliston looking for his second of the night. Puts it right into the Rockets' crest of Matthew Brazeau's jersey, but again, a bounce in the neutral zone turns into a 2-on-1 as the Rocket defender was late coming off the bench on a change. But a big save by Brazeau to keep it 6-0.
Inside the Strathroy zone here. 7 minutes to go in the third. It's Johnson trying to clear here. Ty Johnson gets it in the corner now. Elliston right on him. Elliston looking. Backhand on the wraparound chance as it squirts out. Now comes the other side. Bunker to the net. That one stopped by the pad of Brazeau. Kane Johnson carrying it forward. He's going to cut to the middle here. Wide of all the Nats, and now looks for an option on the pass before he's sent down to the ice. That one knocked away. Carried up, getting to center, and dumping that one in to get past the Rockets defenders as it takes a funny hop as Brazeau had to come out front of his net to play it. Sturgeon up to center. Knocked away from him as Habib went into the Nationals bench trying to throw a hit. Up to center, Burridge. Burridge now across the line and a long shot thrown on, blocked away by Brazeau. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Another shot thrown on from distance. That one well wide as Laszlo keeps it in at the blue line. Burridge holding on to that one. McGowan shot towards the net. That one's going to miss. Kept inside at the blue line by Laszlo. And now poked finally out as Hogarth will head to the bench after clearing the puck for Strathroy. Marshall off a stick and into the netting, out of play. And we'll see where they put the face-off, I believe, still inside for Strathroy. 5:31 remaining here in the third, 6-0. Nationals still leading.
And London rolling 4 lines here. I think they'll be happy if they score again, but if they don't, everybody's getting good ice time here in the third period, and they can do that with a 6-goal lead.
Beaupre back behind the net, and a centering pass is going to find its way all the way back down into London territory as there was no one there to receive it. Battling down low here as the body's being thrown. Back behind the net now and looking for an outlet pass. This one flipped up into center. Glove down and now coming back the other way here out of the Nats. Almost a good chance there as Julian had Beaupre with him. Now back out to Beaupre. Beaupre pass. Julian to the net. Oh, got a stick on it. And they had another glorious chance. Thrown on goal. That one stopped by Brazeau. Up to the point. Another chance. That one blocked away. Back behind the Strathroy net here as the Nats continuing to force the pressure on the Rockets. 4:40 to go here in the third as the bouncing puck gets up to center. Lost in the skates and now carrying it forward on the left side. Spinning Laszlo, dumps it down low. Throwing the hit Kindry as he's trying to knock that one away. Gets it past and back out to center for Barnes. Barnes pass over to Laszlo. Laszlo to center. Trying to flip that one in pass, but it was picked up by Spezial. Now Hall over to Kindry. Kindry up to Faulkner. Faulkner to center. Dumps it into the zone. The Rockets will give chase. 4 minutes to go here in the third. As it comes up into the zone. Vanderpump to the net. Couldn't get a shot off there as he's thrown into the boards. And it's going to be picked up by Pimentel. Lost that one slightly. Team's getting physical here in the final few minutes of this game. As Sturgeon back behind the Strathroy net. Hands it off to Nelson, but Nelson has it hop off his stick. Now he has to try and poke it past. Spezial with him. Spezial's pass to Nelson through his skates and passed as it's sent back down into the Strathroy zone. Marshall over to Sturgeon. And now Spezial to work past, but Barnes got his skate on that one, at least temporarily, to stop the break. Now he has it back inside the London zone. His pass tipped into the Strathroy zone. 3 minutes to go. It's Marshall. Pass intercepted. Elliston pass out front to the net. That one tipped wide. Torriello now up to the point. No one there and all the way back down into the London zone.
Torriello out on the ice looking for his hat trick.
Out here with 2 goals and onto the ice here. Long stretch pass working it on the left side for Michael Elliston. Elliston leaves that, no one there. It's Carson Perry picking it up. Perry, the drop pass. Now Dundas back to Perry, chance out front. No one there for Strathroy, and it's going to be a break for the Nats coming back the other way. Trying to go for the toe drag there was Harbor. Couldn't get it over to Torriello, who was looking for a pass. 2:10 to go here in the third period. Back down low. Now chance in the slot, thrown towards the net there. Takes a hop off the boards and comes out to Nichols. Nichols walks across the line. Now he cuts to the middle. Now he carries it on the left side and whistles one over top of the glove side of Brazeau. Still inside the Strathroy zone. Here's the Rockets looking to clear. Back behind the net there. Vanderpom, Elliston. Now back to Vanderzalm. And now the Rockets finally get a chance to clear, and they still can't. And now this one does get out as they dump it back down into the neutral zone. And the Nationals from their own zone now, own blue line, up past the Rockets bench. Wide on the right side and a shot thrown on. Brazeau makes the save right in the logo with 1:24 remaining here in the third.
For the last couple of minutes, the Nationals have had it's like they've had the puck on a string. The comment you made about Strathroy finally being able to get the puck out. London with full ownership of it inside the Strathroy zone. 2 or 3 chances, some lively boards here at the Western Fair. Pucks bouncing back out when the shots miss the net. Brazeau doing everything he can just to keep track.
Face-off one back here by the Rockets inside their own zone. It's Ty Johnson trying to pass up to his brother, but out of his reach, and it'll go for icing. So we'll get another face-off inside the Strathroy zone. 10 seconds off the clock. 1:15 to go.
Strathroy was right around now that Riley Wood scored on Saturday night to break the shutout. Things are not looking up in that regard right now. 6-0 Nationals with 1:15 to go.
On a night that has been all London Nationals. They scored 3 goals in the first period, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, with 1:09 to go.
And they scored those goals, I think, 55 seconds apart, or 50 seconds apart in the first period on their second and third shots of the game. And that really put Strathroy behind the 8 ball early.
Shot off the side of the net there. That's with a good chance here inside the Strathroy zone. Now back up to the point, kept in at the line. Shot off a stick and then off the glass wide of the net. Julian tried to knock that one away, and now Julian gets it back. Julian on the left side, pass out front, and a good chance for Bunker. Bunker couldn't get the shot off, and now the clearing attempt will go into the netting and out of play.
And the double shifting. Tori Alba's out here again on a different line, looking for his hat trick goal. 42.3 seconds to go here in the third period.
You would think it makes defending a little bit easier knowing exactly who they're going to try to get the puck to.
One would think.
And now down low, picking it up here in the corner. Pass out front. Can't get a shot off. Now they do. It's off a stick and out of play.
Good stick lift there by, I think it was Ballas that did it the first time. But Tori Alba still got a shot off. Deflected up into the netting. As this game crawls to a close with 31.3 to go.
Right off the draw, Julian tried to pick the puck up, maintained control. Now he gets it up to the point. Long shot thrown on, that one over top of the net, and took a healthy hop to keep itself inside the zone. And now it's a turnover that results in the puck still in control of the Nationals. Up to the point, now back down low. Holding on to it here. Julian tried to find it to the point, but it ended up on the stick of Duarte, who's sent down again, and now a penalty coming here against the Nash late, and it's Tori Alba, and now Duarte getting involved there as well as the officials just trying to get this thing to its conclusion, which is 4.1 seconds away.
I can hear the referee, Vink, yelling out numbers. He's got 10 in red. And I'm not sure if he's got 17 and 77 or just 17, which is Tori Alba. There goes his chance to score a hat trick as he heads his way to the penalty box. Followed by Marshall from the Rockets.
It was a hit on Duarte that got Tori Alba to retaliate, if you will, to try and protect his teammate, and what ultimately sent him to the box. But then another shot from Marshall, I believe back on Duarte.
I think so.
That sent him to the box. Nonetheless, essentially just to send them to the box for 5 seconds. Here's the time we'll take off the clock. And the horn will go here, and the Nationals will hold on for a 6-0 win on this Wednesday night at the Western Fair. They got some bounces in their favor, but at the end of the night, they outplay the Rockets. Final shots on goal, 34-26, and 6-0, the final score.
An uneven effort, I will call it, from the Rockets. They fell, as I said, behind the 8 ball early with 2 out of the first 3 shots by London, finding Twine behind Gordy O'Dwyer. They did have some good scoring chances, were not able to capitalize, and the Nationals were able to capitalize, and they looked full value for the 6-0 win here tonight.
The Rockets' scoring struggles continue here tonight as they get shut out against the London Nationals, unable to find the back of the net once tonight, and they'll see if they can combat those scoring struggles on Saturday night against the St. Mary's Lincoln team, who is generally a good team, but is coming off a 5-0 loss to these same London Nationals.
Now the Rockets have now 4 goals in 4 games, not counting shootout goals here to start the season. That is, to put it mildly, a slow start offensively. And when the other team is taking care of their opportunities and you're not, it sets the stage for what is now a 1-3 record to open the season.
So the Rockets fall here on a Wednesday night, and they'll be back in action Saturday in Strathroy. From myself, Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith, we thank you for listening with us tonight, and we will see you back at the West Middlesex Memorial